I was reading an article earlier today about Spotify having a playlist for dogs. Kind of got me thinking, what were some of the forgettable trends in the 90s? So when I'm talking about trends in the 90s, I'm not talking about Pokemon cards or Tamagotchis or Yu-Gi-Oh cards. They were sort of trends that everyone covers on YouTube. There's 1,000,001 videos of them. I'm looking at the ones we forgot about in the UK. I'm looking at the top 5 forgotten trends in the UK in the 90s. Yeah. Honourable mention, those weird alien things in an egg. There were so many rumours going around school that if you got a male one and a female one, you could make tiny rubber alien babies. If that had been now, you could have just gone on the internet and found if that was true. But back in the 90s, we didn't have the internet, so you had to believe Bob, who said, yeah, it definitely happened, my mate in Cornwall did it. So I'm Adam, this is Rank Bank, and this is 5 forgettable UK trends from the 90s. Number 5, Tiger Electronic Games. Now, I'm calling them Tiger Electronic Games because they made the majority of this type of game. It was a small square video game console that contained one game that was branded to whatever film or fad was around at the time. I had a Jungle Book one, I got it for Christmas, and on the screen you could see some squiggly black lines that were supposed to be characters from the film. The only audio setting they had was on and off, so you had this terrible mind-numbing sound or silence. They were terrible. At this time you could have got a Game Boy. I didn't have the money for a Game Boy, so I was stuck with this crap. And if that one was bad, you thought, tell you what, I'll get the next one and it might be better. It wasn't. They were all the same. I give you the challenge of putting in the comments, what is a decent Tiger Electronic game? I bet you can't find one. Number 4, those bloody big head footballer things. I think they were called soccer stars or football stars or something. You used to get them in a little packet and you'd kind of trade them. It was kind of the trading game before Pokemon cards came out, but nobody else really had them in my school. So I ended up with like 9 Paul Inces. Like, I was closer to getting a team of Paul Inces than an actual team of stars together. What were they? They were hideous. What is that? That looks nothing like him. They're just odd, and I hate them. Number 3, the Rock and Hopper. Now this is one of them things you used to see in your best mate's shed, and you asked, what the hell is that? And they'd get it out and you'd play with it for like 3 minutes before you realised it was a piece of trash. It was this huge ball with like a step thing over it. It was like a weird cross between a balance board and a pogo stick, but the worst parts of both, because you get bored of balancing on something pretty quickly, and if you jump with it, physically, it doesn't lift with you. I didn't understand what this thing was supposed to be for. Number 2, now this one's really weird, because I've got no idea what the hell they were called. But basically, you had a little wooden box, and when you opened it, there was a tiny bug, normally a ladybird from my memory, that did this when you shook it. That was it. What else were you supposed to do with them? The novelty of that was opening it and seeing their legs wiggle. It's got about a 6-second entertainment value, but everyone had one. And you used to buy them when you went to like foreign countries and bring one back and think, oh, look which one I've got. When I went to Spain, it's a green beetle. Brilliant. They were crap. And number 1, the most forgettable 90s trend was this weird water squirting ring game that was in every 90s kid's bathroom or in the playground when you had to bring your own game in day. It's this weird water tank with a button on the front, little tiny rubber rings in, it's full of water, and little hooks, and you'd rapidly press the squirt button on the right hand side to try and get the rings to go up and land on the hooks. Now, Game Boys were out. When I was playing this, you could choose between trading Pokemon with your training cable or pressing a frickin' button that would make this water spurt for these tiny little rings to go up and go down. They were branded with Sonic, they were branded with Donkey Kong, there was random cowboy ones, but every time you went to a friend's house, just to go for a wee, you'd see one on their bath. The weird thing about these water squirt games are, I've not seen one for years. Where have they all gone? Like, there's no electronical things that can go wrong with it. It's just water in a plastic container. If you've still got one, whack it in the comments. So there you have it. I've just been ranking, I've just been banking, and now I'm thanking you all for watching. See you next time on Rank Bank.